Hello everybody, I'm Astonishing Pix and today we're gonna do another review. And yes, it's been a while since I've done a review. Again, this is not a reoccurring thing, but I get to some things. So here we have a McFarlane Toys figure, or the Riddler from the Batman movie. And yeah, this is the first McFarlane figure I have. And well, there are some things that hold this figure back, but let's just get into it. So looking at this figure, I think this figure looks he looks pretty good. The sculpt is there. um the color is really nice too. There's a lot of good sculpt that this figure has. He's basically just wearing a raincoat and a gimp mask. That's what he kind of looks like. I do like the glasses though. I don't know if it's his glasses in the movie are actually all clear, or if they're just missing some paint apps on around the glasses. But again, this guy does look pretty good. I guess the only other paint that there is would be the eyes, which is kind of hard to see. The paint done here is pretty good. The question mark and the whole thing, it kind of does look like the Zodiac killer. I mean, they took inspiration from that guy to make him, or to design him, to be more specific. So what does this guy come with in terms of accessories? Well, he doesn't really come with much. He comes with this. I don't know what this is exactly. It looks more like a shovel, or like, I don't know, some kind of tool. That's what I know. I don't know what exactly this is, but this is something that he comes with, a tool, I guess. And he also comes with a base. I'm not a big fan of a base, but or a base that looks like this in particular. And I'll tell you why. I mean, a base is always good to include. But I'll get to it in a bit. He does also come with a card, but I lost it, or I don't know where I put it. He does come with a card. It's cool and everything that McFarlane does that, but to be honest, that's something that I don't really care about. And when it comes to McFarlane, I never really collected their figures because I've seen mixed reviews about them and the quality and how they are not really good. Getting that out of the way, let's go into articulation. Now when it comes to articulation, he does have pretty okay head movement. He can go down this far, and he can go up quite a bit. He could also tilt. He has a good head tilt. I'll give them that. Good head tilt gives him a lot of expression behind that gimp mask. And he does move from side to side, but because of that little extra plastic there, it kind of goes back unless you force it more, which is kind of a hassle. But yeah, his arms do go all the way around, which is pretty good. Pretty good. He does have some bicep swivels, which is again pretty good for this figure. He does have a good range of that. He also has double jointed elbows that go in all the way, which is again pretty good. Amazing that they did that. He also does come with wrist swivels that go up and down, pretty much for both of them. He basically has no torso articulation whatsoever. Like, I don't know if he's bending down or not, but this jacket is interfering. And even without this jacket, I feel like there's like no articulation underneath. As far as leg articulation goes, it's pretty okay. His foot can go about this far. The coat is restricting the movement. I don't think he has any swivel. I mean, just like a tiny bit, but I wouldn't say that's a lot. He does have double jointed knees, but they're really stiff, but they do kick his ass. So again, that's pretty good. I kind of want to loosen that up a bit, not a lot. And remember when I was talking about how this, is kind of basically useless? Well, let me zoom out a little bit. Well, the knees are so loose on mine. Like, it's hard for him to stand up a bit unless you're like at a right angle, but usually he just falls. Like, the ankles are crap. They're very loose, and I don't know if it's just this copy. I hope it is. I don't know if any other collector or who got this guy has this problem, but his ankles are very loose. He does have good ankle pivot, but what's the point of that if he can't stand? So the ankles are very loose. He does have toe articulation, but that's kind of useless too if the figure can't stand. You could stand him, but I wouldn't say you could get him into any dynamic poses with this guy. So next up, we're gonna do a size comparison. Now, first up, the size comparison I have is with Batman. Now, this is the only Batman figure that I have. He's the Mattel Young Justice Batman. Here is Riddler next to a Figma. Here is Riddler next to the NECA Ultimate Ghostface. Here is Riddler next to a Marvel Legends Captain America. And here is Riddler next to the Mandalorian with a custom John Walker head. And that is it for my review. Now, would I recommend this figure at all? Well, kind of. If I were to rate it, I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10. Again, the sculpt and everything is there. Some articulation is good, but it's just not enough. The way I would sum it up is basically, McFarlane, stick to statues. You guys are not really cut out to do action figures. Now, if you guys in the future come out with an action figure that's really good or on par kind of with the best of Marvel Legends, then I would probably, take back everything that I've said. Again, I do like this figure. I just wish that the ankles were better, and I wish the leg articulation and maybe torso articulation was a bit better too. That would probably make it a good figure. Again, I have no problems with the knees or the arms or the head articulation. That's all pretty good. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like this video, share it, and subscribe to my other platforms like YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. I have other platforms out there. And yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Here is Riddler next.